Welcome to the Well at Work podcast from the University of Kentucky Center on Trauma in Children. This podcast is made possible by a grant from SAMHSA to the Department of Behavioral Health, Developmental, and Intellectual Disabilities and the Center on Trauma in Children. On this episode, Dr. Jenny Spring discusses strategies for creating effective organizational change towards being secondary traumatic stress informed.
Days like this make me rethink my career choices, Sophia sighed to herself as she watched another employee walk out the door of her agency for the last time. This was the 10th employee to quit or be terminated this month. In the past, workers would leave the agency due to relocation, changes in their family structure, or to advance their careers. Now they were leaving because of the stress of the work. Today was a watershed moment for Sophia as she realized that the future of her agency and her own willingness to continue in this role as director was evaporating. Absenteeism and job vacancies resulted in inconsistent services to clients who desperately needed them, and the time wasted hiring, training, and managing these issues was exhausting the rest of the workforce. The heaviness of this responsibility to fix this casts a dispiriting shadow across the agency. Something had to change. Sophia knew her agency could do more to address indirect trauma exposure and secondary traumatic stress and build resiliency in the workforce, but she didn't know where to start. Sophia was right. There are organizational strategies that have been proven effective at addressing secondary traumatic stress and all the organizational consequences of a beleaguered workforce. In fact, research shows that organizational efforts at being more STS informed can improve the way workers feel. Their STS and burnout symptoms will decrease, as does their turnover intentions. But not just any strategy will work. Efforts towards organizational well-being are most effective when they're data-driven and tailored to the needs of the workforce. So if you're a manager like Sophia who wants to make positive changes to keep your employees functioning at their best, here are some tips to get started. Number 1, understand your organizational profile. There are organizational assessments like the Secondary Traumatic Stress Informed Organizational Assessment you can use to determine how STS informed your agency is. You can determine areas of strength and opportunities for growth. A link to this free assessment tool is in the podcast description. Number 2, create a STS-informed champion team. An important factor in making effective organizational change is assembling a group of early adopters who are passionate about the topic and can spearhead the efforts. Research shows that effective champions are good problem solvers. They spread innovations throughout the organizations and they educate others about how to be STS informed. Number 3, join a Secondary Traumatic Stress Breakthrough Series collaborative. These structured change processes allow teams of champions and like-minded professionals to come together for a common purpose, to prevent and address secondary traumatic stress. These intensive change sessions are guided by implementation-savvy coaches and consultants and can help you interpret your organization's data and create meaningful action plans. To find a Breakthrough Series collaborative near you, click on the link in the podcast description below. Remember, these steps are just the beginning. Becoming STS informed is a journey, and you don't have to take the trip alone. Thank you for listening to this podcast on creating effective organizational change towards being STS informed. For more information, check out our website, and remember, stay well at work.